Welcome back, Truth Seeker. In the headlines, Pavel Durov, the founder of Telegram, a popular app because it favors free speech. He was arrested this weekend, August 24th, 2024, in France, which is his second home. Native of Russia, also has citizenship in France. But he was arrested again in Paris for reportedly allowing crime to take place on Telegram. And one of the things that's in most headlines is allowing child pornography. And again, understand, he built a messaging app that's free to use, that promotes free speech, and now he's being arrested for people who are doing things with that free speech that obviously not everyone's going to be in favor of. So the question is that something you should be arrested for? Now, keep in mind, this man who's built this app that's favored by a lot of people, he's a member of that very special World Economic Forum as well. And it makes me wonder if he even created Telegram in the first place, and if it's possible that all of this has just been created for this very moment, so that, again, we can go back to the regular big tech messaging apps like Facebook, where free speech is hardly allowed at all. Censorship is the norm. Now, notice, his birthday is October 10th, and his arrest was Saturday, August 24th. That means he was arrested in France. We like to call France 47 land, 47 days before his upcoming birthday. And again, if you're new here, I often hold up the license plate in my background that says, "What is 47?" To make a long story short, it is the number of authority. Again, in Freemasonry, they study the 47th problem of Euclid. In Gematria, the Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words, again, Masonry is based in Kabbalah, words like government and authority equate to 47. There's a long list of words equating or relating to authority that equate to 47. Words like news and time also equate to 47. And of course, time is the ultimate authority. And the point I'm making is the authorities have taken this man down in a perfect ritual, 47 days from his birthday, thus synced in time. And in light of him being a member of the World Economic Forum, which is abbreviated WEF, notice it also has the Gematria 47. Again, that's the organization that simulated the pandemic 1 month before the outbreak in Wuhan. And they had their pandemic simulation the same day the military World Games began in Wuhan, China. But in light of child pornography being one of the top details in his arrest, because it's happening on his program or his platform and he's not doing anything about it. And again, I don't like child pornography, but I would also say I don't think somebody should be arrested because they made an app and people are using it for that. Again, remember, most people who abuse children were abused as children themselves. And that's part of a sick, vicious cycle. And I don't know that arrests are the solution to that problem. But anyhow, is it a coincidence that Paris and porn have the same gematria, big way, small way? Telegram and Paris also share the gematria of 36. Remember, 666 is the 36th triangular number. Both computer and internet equal 666 in Sumerian gematria. Just like Genesis, and again, you got the forbidden fruit in Genesis, and you got Apple pricing their first consumer computer at $666, and X is the 24th letter, and the numerology of 24 is 6, so XXX, which is associated with pornography, is 666 when translated to numbers. And so much of computer/internet traffic is pornography. And again, it's the top component of this story once again. In light of this happening in Paris, France, the home of the Jesuits, remember we're in the time of the first Jesuit Pope, Pope Francis, and he's the 266th Pope. And the Jesuit motto, Isus Hominum Salvator, equates to 266. This man's full name, Pavel Durov, is 266 as well. So go figure. I assume that this is all part of a setup for an ongoing agenda that really boils down to freedom of speech and the authorities trying to make the case constantly that there needs to be a necessity for censorship. And again, you start with censoring, then, you censor this today. You say, okay, no more child pornography. A lot of people aren't going to disagree with that. But then next thing you know, because you've set this precedent, then next thing you know, they're saying, well, actually, we don't want people questioning vaccines. We're going to censor that too. We don't want people questioning 9/11. We're going to censor that also. You know what? We don't want people questioning mainstream news. Let's also censor that. We don't want people questioning history, like the Holocaust. Let's censor that. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, in countries like France, they're sending people to prison for questioning that. So that's what I mean. That's the thing about censorship. Almost everyone might agree on child porn, but then you might have a split decision on, something like vaccines, and then somehow, some way, they end up censoring half of what people think. And that is what we're seeing take place in this world. And again, you pay attention to these rituals day after day. It comes back to these same numbers, like 47, like I've drilled home the point about 10 gazillion times. So we'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker, and until next time.